Welcome everyone to the Hot Sauce number 182, presented live on Friday, December 16th. The Hot Sauce is the longest running news show in the EOS ecosystem and the only place where you can get all your weekly EOS news and updates in video format in less than 25 minutes. My name is Stephane. I'm one of the co-founders of EOS Nation. We're one of the top blog producers on EOS, and I'm excited to be your host today. We got some great updates for you, including the finale of Pomelo Season 4, TrimBot's epic Substack, the EOS Holiday Giveaway. There's a poker tournament for EOS community members this weekend, and we'll be doing also a bit of a year in review, both from the EOS support article that was recently mentioned and on the last Fireside of the year coming up at the end of December. Boid is releasing some new updates. Emanate's having a Christmas party. Let's get into it. All right, so first up, Pomelo Season 4 has wrapped up. Thank you everyone who donated to all of the great grants in Pomelo. Thank you to all the grant creators that put up a proposal for a public good on EOS and the Antelope ecosystem. And thank you especially to all of the donors to the Hot Sauce. So the Hot Sauce, this show is made possible by Pomelo donations from the community and from the Pomelo matching pool. Thank you very much for that. In total, this season was a success for Pomelo. In total, there was almost 96,000 EOS that was raised from the community via donations. Of course, there was the $365,000 in matching pool on top of that that's been awarded to grant owners. And last season, for those who are curious, we raised just under 98,000 EOS. So it's pretty much the same season over season, which is great. There was 5,281 different contributions from 907 different Pomelo contributors. So that's great to see. Of course, these numbers may be adjusted after the Cybele analysis. But before we talk about that, wanted to check in here on the Pomelo homepage, see which grants are currently at the top of the ranking. So estimated match, if we rank by estimated match from the matching pool, which in my opinion is kind of the top metric for grant success on Pomelo, we see that the DeFi box Vault has been very successful, and other grants like the Shining Protocol, Payzora, Rewards Distribution Smart Contract for Eden. We've got Recover Plus up here. We've got EOS Support. We've got some other donations for Eden in China. We've got also the Hot Sauce coming in on number 12 right now. So congratulations to all the grants. Remember that the matching amount is an estimate. That will change after the Cybele analysis review. Every season, there's some Cybele attacks that the Pomelo technical team identifies and removes from the formula. So it's likely that if you were an honest player, so it's likely that your grant may get a bit more funding after the Cybele analysis. But we'll see. That's going to be done over the holidays, and the Pomelo team will update the community in early January. The other metric I wanted to show was ranked by amount of contributors. Look at that, the Hot Sauce ranked number 1. Thank you to the 125 contributors for our grant. Much appreciated. And, we're excited to keep the Hot Sauce going. I'll be your host for the next quarter. This is the last Hot Sauce of the year. However, we're taking 2 weeks off this year to rest, relax, spend some time with friends and family. Hope you guys out there will be able to do that as well. And then we'll be back in January, first week of January, for the next episode of the Hot Sauce. Maybe on a new schedule. Maybe we run these on Thursdays, still to be determined. So stay tuned for more news on that. And we'll be back for sure first week of January. All right, what else do we have here? Yes, so even though the donation period is over for Pomelo, the trust bonus can still be applied to amplify the effect of your donation. So here you can see the list of different options where you can add some trust bonus to your account. So I don't have a Weibo account, so I was not able to get the 5% for that one, but I've done my Discord, my Apple, my Google, my GitHub, the text, and port confirming that I have a unique passport without sharing any identifiable information from that passport. So that's very important. as part of the cyber defense strategy for the Pomelo platform. The more of you that add more weight to your donations, that means your impact is valued higher when the formula is applied, which means that the legit, honest, great public goods on EOS are going to get more funding. And the people cyber attacking can't confirm all of these socials for their account, meaning their donations have even less impact if they do happen to sneak by the analysis. So trust bonus still valid. So you can, if you apply your trust bonus now, the donations you've done this season are going to be boosted. And so you can apply your trust bonus up until in early January when we finalize the results and unlock the matching pool to be claimed by grant owners. Of course, the Pomelo Season 4 NFTs are also in their final stage. There's lots to explore this season. You can go to the Medium article here for all of the details for the NFT. But for those of you who are already a bit familiar, let me show you what's available now this week. So the final stage of the NFT adventure is upon us. We can build a variety of cool Pomelo moon structures and vehicles and moon bases, all that stuff. And actually, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that on the new features featured on harvest.pomelo.io. So for example, let's create a Pomelo disco. So in order for me to create a Pomelo disco, I need 5 disco bots, full power, of the same color. So since I do have that on my account, the Harvest page can detect that and can automatically kind of generate my transaction for me. So I'll be sending in these NFTs in order to craft them into my Pomelo station. And there we go, crafting in progress. We're gonna get a confirmation here at the bottom left of the screen. Boom, our Pomelo disco is confirmed in the block, and then we can see it below here in our inventory. So what's cool about this final stage of these NFTs, there are actually 3D objects. So if you click here on that little 3D box, it will bring you to another page that allows you to, inspect your 3D NFT in great detail. You can zoom in. Hey, look at that. That's me at the Pomelo Disco. Come say hi. And we'll be having a couple other fun promos around these 3D objects. So stay tuned for that. And finally, the final snapshot to reward our NFT adventurers this season will be happening in early January on the same day that the Pomelo matching funds are available to be claimed by our grant owners. So you still have 2-3 weeks to get in there. There's still some base elements here available. You need some moon rocks, you need some grand collectibles, create some robot potions. Once you do have the robot potions, you can claim your robots here, like I'm gonna do on live on air here. So every day you can claim 1 robot from your potion. Eventually you'll have all 6 robots claimed, and then you can combine them into a variety of end game items here. So let's create a rare. So the common, rare, ultra rare, you need specific amount of battery power to achieve these different levels. All of those details are on the Medium article, so I encourage you to check that out. But you can also just go here to the Harvest page, and if available, you'll have these options for you. Here we go. We've crafted, and looks like I've gotten a trite. So we got some vehicles available for moving around the Pomelo moon base. And so yeah, anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with the NFTs. Get your full set of commons, full set of rares, all the ultra rares. All of these will earn you 1 Pomelo astronaut coin during the snapshot in January. So yeah, so start collecting, and see you guys on the moon. Of course, you can also see all of your items in the Atomic Hub in your inventory. However, they don't yet have the ability to manipulate a 3D object. It is coming though. So the Pomelo collection will be ready for that 3D option on Atomic Hub when it's released sometime next year. All right, let's move on. We got lots to talk about. TrimBot's new Substack. So here we can see, actually we can't see it. We can see the Fireside, but here we can see the Substack. Basically, TrimBot wrote a post explaining his reasoning behind the donation of 500,000 EOS to Eden from Block One. So that's been very controversial in the community. A lot of people have various opinions about this donation. Is this good for EOS? Is this bad? Is this good for Eden? Is this bad? Should the donation be accepted? Should it not? Should people have thanked Block One on behalf of Eden? Definitely should have not thanked Block One on my behalf. But anyways, TrimBot here goes into the details of why he thinks this donation is actually just Block One being scared of an impending lawsuit for false promises made during their ICO. So here he points out that when there was a class action against Block One for the sale was settled in May 2021, Block One here stopped contributing to GitHub, and then that settlement that was tentatively accepted last year was recently rejected by a judge in August. And so right after that, there was a transfer of funds to a new account, and then a donation made from that account to Eden. So TrimBot here suspects that Block One is afraid of legal action, and they're trying to now contribute to the EOS community now that this class action lawsuit was canceled, and they are now potentially exposed to new legal troubles for the deception and potential fraud that they committed against the EOS community by raising a ton of money in the ICO and basically not investing any significant portion of it back into the EOS community like they promised they would do. So upcoming election. So this was a big topic of discussion in the chats, in the Eden chats, EOS chats, on Discord, on Telegram. On the Fireside this week was another epic discussion on this topic. We went for 4 hours and 20 minutes on Wednesday talking about this stuff. TrimBot was on there explaining his point of view. We had Waxa from Helios explaining his point of view. Everything was very civil and respectful, which was great to see. Eve jumped in at the 2-hour mark, shared some of his thoughts. So that's why we went another 2 hours after that. You've got all the timestamps here. But basically, the discussion on this topic starts at about 1 hour mark. So if you want to learn more about what various community members think about this issue, the Fireside chat was great. And like I said, it was very respectful, which is nice to see. Sometimes things get heated when you're just typing away on Telegram, but it's much more poised and respectful when you're doing it in person, which is great. So there's a lot of good points on both sides, or on all the sides. There's many different sides to this. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of different perspectives coming into play. And it was great to hear from everyone, community members, ENF members, Helios members. Everyone was kind of sharing their thoughts, and it was really cool. So check out the full discussion if you want to learn more about that. All right. Well, actually not all right. One more thing I want to mention about this is that the January 7 election in Eden is now going to receive a significant amount of funding compared to the previous Eden election due to this increased treasury, right? So the treasury for these Eden elections, grew by 5 or 6x type of deal. So it's important, if you have an opinion, if you're a member of EOS, you can join the Eden community. It only costs 3 EOS, and you need to do a quick video check-in to prove you're unique. And then you can join the Eden community. You can join the election on Eden 7, and you can, on January 7, and you can vote to have your point of view expressed. Personally, I'm going to be joining that election, and I will not be voting for anyone who has thanked Block One on my behalf. I think that's outrageous. I think Block One owes us $1 billion, and because they gave us $500,000, they do not deserve our thanks at all. So I'm going to be voting with that in mind and asking people in my Eden election room what they think of Block One, what their stance is. Do they believe that Block One's previous actions were unethical and harmful to the EOS community? If someone doesn't agree with that statement, I can't have them represent me. They can't in an EOS community. So that's what I'm going to be going out there to do on Eden. I encourage you guys to join. Whatever your point of view on this is, join the Eden election, be heard, vote, make an impact on deciding how this money is going to be spent. You can do that by joining the Eden election. All right. Moving on to Everything EOS. So the Everything EOS podcast, which is now hosted by Brandon Lovejoy, sometimes Zach, is going to be highlighting a lot of new hires for the ENF. So in this particular one titled Marketing and Community Growth in the Web3 Era with the EF Developer Relations and Communications team, we are introduced to Junaid Iqbal and Liam Buckley, who are working for Developer Relations and Community Communications Manager. And then we hear more about them, their strategies, what they're doing for the ENF, what the goals are for the ENF in these areas. And so it's great to see the Everything EOS podcast coming back on air and allowing us to get to know the ENF staff a bit more. All right. Moving on to some more holiday fun with the ENF. So they've announced a promotion, EOS Holiday Giveaway. We helped them build this promotion, and basically, there's some prizes to be won. And what we're doing is we're leveraging, a lot of the applications on EOS that exist in order to run this contest. So Bounty Block, great application for running social media contests, for doing NFT airdrops. That's being leveraged in this contest. Of course, Atomic Hub, the popular NFT platform for EOS, is being leveraged. And so we're having a bit of fun with all that. Get in there on this tweet, retweet, sign up to Discord, all that good stuff, and you'll be entered for the giveaway. There's some cool prizes, EOS airdrops, Pomelo gift certificates, custom NFTs commissioned by artists in the community, as well as some other goodies in there. So we're running 3 contests, 1 a week. And you can get in there and have a chance at winning some fun prizes. Another event that we're hosting for the community over these holidays is the Poker Community Tournament, 2nd edition, going on Sunday, 18th of December at 11 a.m. Eastern. So this is a fun little tournament. Just get to hang out with the EOS community, hang out in voice chat, play some poker. You can play on any device, mobile, desktop, Windows, Apple, whatever it is. Free to enter, of course, if you have an EOS account and you're part of the EOS Discord community. And then we've got some prizes for you guys. We got some Pomelo gift certificates to be won, Pomelo astronauts, all sorts of NFTs, and maybe even some poker championship NFTs, as well as some EOS prizes that you can donate to a grant, and just the status of being the EOS poker champion until the next edition. So hopefully you guys join. Links are in the description below, of course, for all the things we talked about today. You can fill out a form, send me a message on Discord to let me know you want to play, and then that's it. And then I'll send you the relevant information on Sunday to get you into the tournament. So the platform, in case you're curious, is pokernow.club, and very easy to get into. You can make a free account on here, like I said, on any device. Very inclusive, and yeah, should be a good time. I think I'm going to be playing out there, so good luck to you guys, and maybe I'll put a bounty on my head if I do play. So hopefully we see some of you guys out there. We see we got 33 signups so far, which is great. I think maybe we'll get around 50 people. Either way, it's going to be a good time for people who show up. All right, so as we wrap it up here on the Hot Sauce for the last show of the year, there's going to be some year in review events coming up. So EOS Support wrote a nice article, actually, sharing their perspective on the year in review, especially highlighting all of the initiatives that the ENF has created and implemented this year. Ourselves on the Fireside. So next week, the Fireside, we're taking a week off, but we'll be back on December 28th for our year in review show on the Fireside, talking about a lot of these topics highlighted in the EOS Support article, as well as a lot of the topics highlighted here on the w3briefs.com website by Marco, where he's compiled month by month a nice breakdown of everything that's happened. So we're going to be reviewing these things. Hopefully you guys join us. We'll be giving out prizes as well for people who show up on Discord, and should be a good time. All right, quickly before we move on, though, just want to share some of the big highlights that EOS Support decided to highlight here in this article. They include an overview of the working groups, which was going on early last year. It feels like such a long time ago. There was the Core Plus, the Antelope Coalition Working Group, the EVM Plus group, the API Plus, Wallet Plus, Audit Plus, Recover Plus, Scalability Plus, Yield Plus, all of these great blue papers that were research papers that have since been, many of them, implemented in the community. This article goes over a nice quick overview of what these things are. What I would like to point out is for Yield Plus, which is one of my favorite programs that was implemented this year, it has managed to increase the total value locked on EOS in terms of EOS and USDT from 12 million in September up to 18 million now, just a few months later. So that's a 50% increase in TVL on EOS because of this program, which I think is a great success. And so we'll be talking about more in details about all these things that happened on the Year in Review show on the Fireside. So join us Wednesday, 28th of December. All right, so what else do we have here on the docket? Here is the Pomelo grant for the briefings grant, which is Marco working for this EOS timeline that we'll be using on the Fireside. Quick update from Boid. Boid came on the Fireside this week, gave us some updates on their new platform that's launching. While it is being integrated in Telos, the token is still on EOS, and basically anyone can create an account on this platform without having to worry about having an account on each of these blockchains, making Boid a great example of the way I think blockchain is going to evolve over time. It's which applications are living on multiple chains, running some logic here, running the token there, creating accounts wherever they can. And so that was cool to hear from John earlier on the Fireside this week. And as well, John told us that Boid may be one of the first applications to take advantage of inter-blockchain communication, so IBC, when that goes live sometime in early 2023 on all the Antelope chains. So that's EOS, Telos, Wax, and UX will then be connected through IBC, and Boid has some plans to leverage that. So that's very exciting. Looking forward to that. All right, final update of the day, Emanate Christmas party, same day as the poker tournament on Sunday, December 18th. This is going on at night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The poker tournament is at 11 a.m. Eastern, so you got time to play a bit of poker, go hang out with your friends and family, and then come back for the Emanate Metaverse party at night. You can sign up to earn some free wearables, NFTs. There's going to be a bunch of DJs, some music, some giveaways, all that good stuff. Should be fun. Here you can see the parcel on crypto voxels that is going to be used. We got a pool, we got a nice stage, we got an Emanate tree. Looking dope. So hopefully I see a lot of you guys out there. And all right, that's going to wrap it up for us for this year. Thank you everyone for listening to the Hot Sauce this year. I hope it's been valuable for you guys. I hope you guys get your nice EOS spicy news updates every week from the Hot Sauce. Thank you very much for supporting us in season 3 of Pomelo. In season 4 of Pomelo, we saw our support increase season over season, so that's great. On behalf of the entire Hot Sauce team, thank you very much for that support. We're looking forward to delivering even better shows for you next year. And of course, we'll be in season 5 of Pomelo. So that's going to be it for me for this year. Thank you very much. Have a good holiday and see you next year.